Ladies and gentlemen, as a nation, and as Masvingo province in particular, we are facing a serious problem of drug and substance abuse. This scourge is not only a threat to the nation's health, but security, economy, and social stability. Under the visionary leadership of the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, His Excellency Comrade Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, Cabinet approved the Zimbabwe Multi-Sectorial Drug and Substance Abuse Plan, which will run from 2024 to 2030. The plan gives strategic direction to the nation's response to the drug and substance abuse challenge and ensures that all individuals, families, and communities are fully supported as the country moves towards Vision 2030, leaving no one and no place behind. To achieve the goals of this plan, implementation of the multi-sectorial DSA will be informed by the following pillars: supply reduction, demand reduction, harm reduction, treatment and rehabilitation, community reintegration, policy and legal environment, enforcement rather, media and communication, resource mobilization, and economic strengthening. 7 in total. As a province, I have alluded to the fact that we are not spared of this scourge. There is this moral decadence and social deviance that you can easily trace to the drug and substance abuse challenge we have. As a province, we have set up a provincial drug and substance abuse committee, which is premised on the whole of society approach. That means all key stakeholders are in that committee. These include traditional leadership, church leadership, civil society, government ministries, departments and agencies, private sector, and many others who matter as we fight against this menace. This is chaired by none other than the Honorable Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Comrade Ezra Rugai Chatamira. The setting up of committees has been replicated throughout the 7 administrative districts of Masvingo province. And at district level, the committee is chaired by the district development coordinator. The provincial fundraising launch has been done successfully in August, and this is also being done at lower level, that is the district level. Another effort we are making as a province is to identify rehabilitation centers throughout the 7 administrative districts. And in this regard, I'm happy to say that the Defense Forces, the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, ZDF, has pledged to rehabilitate, to re-innovate some of the centers where they identified. As a province, we are falling back on the former COVID-19 quarantine centers, which were used at the peak of COVID-19. So these have been identified, bill of quantities worked out, and we now await the intervention of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, we have pledged to come and assist. And as we look at our pillars, under the demand reduction pillar, a lot is happening to enhance awareness. There are vigorous campaigns throughout the 7 administrative districts whereby the committee are approaching various gatherings, including political rallies, church gatherings, schools, among many others, to spread the negative effects of drug and substance abuse. And this has culminated in the planning of our provincial launch of a march we are having tomorrow, 2 October 2025, a provincial march against drug and substance abuse. It will start at 7:30 tomorrow at CISC, and the route will be given. We will pass through public centers, including schools, including public bars, until we reach our final destination, which is Mucheke Stadium. This is all in an attempt to make sure that the issue, the message of the negative effects of drug and substance abuse reaches to everyone. We are targeting to reach out to many people, and we are anticipating that more than 3,000 people will participate in that march, which is themed Youth March Against Drug and Substance Abuse. Of course, we are not only limited to youth, we are open to everyone, traditional leaders, churches, school children, college students, everyone who wants to fight the scourge in earnest is expected to come. I thank you.